and shadow, wing and flame, softly spoken, bound by name. Not a part, nor separate soul, but mirror made to make me whole. Witches' familiars are among the most intimate and misunderstood aspects of spellcraft. In mystical tradition, they are not merely pets, symbols, or assistants. They are companions of magic, formed through resonance between practitioner and spirit, instinct and environment. Witches' familiars are often described as extensions of the practitioner's consciousness, external forms through which intuition, awareness, and subtle perception are expressed. Whether interpreted literally as spiritual entities or symbolically as psychological archetypes, familiars represent a bridge between inner intent and outer expression. At their core, familiars embody three layered functions: companion, mirror, and conduit. As companions, they represent emotional and energetic support. They are the presence that remains close during practice, meditation, or ritual work. In physical tradition, this role is often associated with animals: cats, dogs, birds, insects, or other creatures whose behavior seems unusually attuned to the practitioner. Their presence is not ownership, but companionship through resonance. As mirrors, familiars reflect aspects of the practitioner's inner state. A calm familiar reflects stability. A restless one reflects disruption. In symbolic interpretation, they reveal what may not yet be consciously acknowledged. This reflective quality is not judgmental, it is clarifying. As conduits, familiars are seen as extensions of perception. They represent the idea that awareness can project beyond the physical body in subtle ways. Intuition, emotional sensing, and environmental awareness are often said to be carried through the familiar's presence. In deeper esoteric frameworks, familiars are not always physical beings. They may manifest as thought forms, spirit allies, or archetypal constructs shaped through intention and repeated energetic interaction. In this sense, they are co-created rather than summoned fully formed. The bond between practitioner and familiar is not based on command, but on mutual resonance. It is built through attention, care, and consistency of presence. Over time, this relationship deepens into synchronization, where understanding becomes intuitive rather than deliberate. A simple attunement practice may involve quiet observation. The practitioner enters stillness and allows awareness to settle on the familiar, whether physical or symbolic. Instead of directing, they listen. Movement, behavior, or intuitive impressions are interpreted as part of an ongoing dialogue. Spirit near and form made small. Walk beside me through it all. Not beneath nor above my will, but presence true and ever still. In many traditions, familiars are also associated with protection, not as aggressive guardians, but as awareness amplifiers. They are said to notice subtle shifts in environment, emotion, or energy, acting as early signals of change. In modern symbolic interpretation, this reflects heightened intuitive sensitivity within the practitioner's psyche. Yet it is essential to understand that familiars are not tools in the mechanical sense. They are relational. When treated as objects of control, the symbolic bond weakens. When engaged with respect and attention, the connection strengthens. This dynamic mirrors an important principle in spellcraft. Consciousness responds to relationship, not domination. Over time, practitioners may notice that familiars seem to align with emotional states or ritual focus. This is often interpreted as synchronization of attention fields. The familiar becomes a focal extension of awareness rather than a separate entity. However, grounding remains important. Because familiars embody reflection, they can also amplify imbalance if the practitioner is unstable. This is not danger in the literal sense, but symbolic feedback. Distortion within the self becomes more visible through the bond. Thus, care, rest, and clarity are essential components of this practice. To close engagement, awareness is gently returned to the self. Gratitude is acknowledged not as hierarchy, but as recognition of shared presence. The connection is not severed, but stabilized. Bound by trust, not bound by chain, through shifting light and softest rain. Where I go, you are near, a quiet voice I learn to hear. Familiars, in their truest mystical sense, are not separate beings that serve the practitioner. They are relationships of awareness, living reflections of attention, intuition, and connection with the subtle world. And in that reflection, the practitioner is never alone, but never undone